Hey you all. So I'm doing my gratitude post a little different today. As you can see, I've posted my 5 things that I'm currently grateful for list and 5 things that I am grateful for that are coming to me in the future, as if I already have them. Okay, so today I thought what I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you like the moment, the big, like when there was no longer any doubt about how powerful the practice of gratitude is. Okay, so I'm going to take you back. I was 27 years old, single mom of 2, had to move back in with my parents, working a minimum wage job, and not making ends meet. I couldn't live on my own. Anyways, so as I started doing this practice, one of the dreams that I had always had was to go to post-secondary education. I knew in elementary school that I was going to university, and then I'm the girl that got pregnant in high school. So, yeah, I remember watching my girlfriends, all my friends go off to university, and not me. So anyways, here I was, 27, I have nothing. I'm literally living off my parents. And on top of that, I also have an outstanding loan with the organization or company or whatever we call it that helps out with funding and loans for educational purposes. So I had got caught up in part of the franchise community colleges that essentially anybody with whatever the amount of money was, you got $5,000, you can open up this college. Anyways, so here I was. I have this, it's a little close to just under $5,000 that I owe to this organization. And they tell me straight up, we won't help you with any more educational grants unless you pay this. Because I had, I couldn't even make the minimum payments at some point, and so it went into default. I get it, fair enough, right? Okay. So, during this entire process, I went through different ways of being grateful for what was coming. So, during the application process to the program that I was interested in, I kept telling everybody, I'm so grateful I got accepted to my program at blah, blah, blah college. And people are like, that's wonderful. And I'm like, yep. And people are like, but did you? Because you just sent it off. And I was like, it's coming. So then I got accepted, right? Then I kept saying, this money, I kept saying, thank you, universe, for giving me $50,000 so that I can accept and go to school, so that I can do my program. And I just kept saying, I have $50,000 and I'm going to school. And I remember my coworkers and my friends, they would just chuckle and kind of roll their eyes at me. Okay, babe, you got 50 grand. And I was like, yeah, no, I do. I have $50,000 and I am, so that I can go to school. And this went on for a few weeks. And let me tell you what happened during that time frame. I got a rather large income tax return, and it was enough to pay off what I owed on the previous student loan that I had defaulted on. So I had cleared that up, which then allowed me the ability to apply for OSAP for my current program. And they accepted me. I can't remember exactly how much they gave me, but it was a substantial amount for over the time, and I think it was $30,000 for the 2 years is what they gave me to pay for everything, right? And when I say they gave me, they borrowed me. Anyways, So then that came in, and it was just amazing. And then just prior to the OSEP grant coming in, because that all takes time, and you don't actually get your money until you've actually started, and there's this process. A girlfriend reached out to me and was like, hey, I know that you're looking to get a vehicle so that you can get down to school, and I know that your OSAP money won't come in for a little bit, but essentially she had just sold her house, and she was like, I have $10,000 you can borrow. Excuse me? These are all things that there is never a chance in the world that I could have ever facilitated. I could have never dreamed of. I couldn't have made this stuff up, but it happened. And it happened one thing after another, and it just fell into place. And at the end of the day, I remember probably about like a month and a half into school, I remember sitting down with my girlfriend as I paid her back the $10,000 she had given me. And I was like, the universe actually gave me $50,000. And I'm at school. I didn't have to work very hard for it. I just had to believe it. I had to be grateful for it. And when people doubted me, I just said, I may look crazy, but it's coming. And it did. That's how powerful gratitude is. That's just like the first big example in my life of how gratitude has played a role and how it's changed my life for like in such a positive way, right? I mean, it's pretty amazing that within 6 months I went from completely hopeless, never going to be able to do any of the things that I wanted to do, to be sitting in a classroom, which was my dream, had been my dream for years and years and years. And there I was, and I was sitting there, and I got there, and I really didn't have to work too hard for it. I mean, not that gratitude in the beginning isn't hard, because if you're as negative as me, I constantly be like, I'm grateful for this, and then I'd be like, oh, but the world sucks, and blah, blah, blah. And then I'd have to come back and make another gratitude, try to bring myself back into the gratitude. And it's hard when everybody else is doubting you and is like, Pam, you sound silly because you're telling people you have $50,000 and it ain't coming. Right? It was hard but I just had to be like, I don't care if you think I'm crazy. And if in 6 months from now, I don't get any of this stuff, then all I did was look crazy for 6 months. I haven't lost anything, right? But look how powerful it was, and look how it changed my life. Because honestly, that was the moment. And any time moving forward from them, when I would doubt the power of gratitude, or why am I putting this effort in, I would come back to that moment and be like, you did it. You told the universe you needed $50,000 to go for post-secondary education, and you got it. Anyways, so hopefully my story inspires you, if you're still on the fence, to check into practicing some gratitude and see if it changes your life. I haven't met anybody that practices gratitude that has come back to me and said, no, Pam, I didn't see any results. All right, have a blessed day.